Hello, internets. Welcome to Chris's Mailbox. I watch a lot of videos on the internet of other people opening their mail, and so I'm going to make videos of me opening my mail. And I've got 3 packages today. I'm pretty sure I know what's in 2 of them. I definitely know what's in 1 of them. And I'm pretty sure I know what's in another one of them, and this one might just be junk. I don't know. We'll find out. So let's begin with this bag that I think is very boring. So I'd like to begin with the boring one. Yes, indeed. It's exactly what I thought it was. These are bags. So in that bag is a bag, and in this bag are more bags, and in these bags are more bags. So these bags, however, don't contain anything. It's a bag containing bag containing bags containing bags. Why, you might ask, do I have such a thing? Well, a while ago, actually in December, I made some 3D printed things. I made some little Christmas trees, and they had little Christmas tree ornaments, little tiny things that you hung on the Christmas trees, and I put them together as a set to give to my relatives. And when I was doing it, I was packaging it up, and I thought it would be nice if I could make a nice, neat little package, and I had little tiny bags to, sometimes you buy a thing from the internet, and some of the pieces come in little tiny bags, but, where does one get those bags? And of course the answer is Amazon. You can get them anywhere. So that was why we're back. This might offer some insight into my thought process. So I decided to get some bags, and I looked around and I saw these, which are 2-inch by 2-inch bags. I think these are called dime bags in the drug trade. So another item that I've ordered from the internet that gets me on some sort of watch list. But these are the perfect size to hold a half dozen or so little red miniature Christmas ornaments for trees, or probably other little 3D printed objects if I want to make gifts for people and package them up. And then recently I made something else that didn't quite fit in this bag. It was just the tiniest bit larger, so I thought, well, I have 2-inch by 2-inch bags, maybe I could find some slightly larger bags, and that is, I went looking for those. Yeah, anyway, very long story. I'm telling a long story, but that's why I have 3 sizes. So I've got these larger ones, which came the other day, and then I've got these intermediate ones, which are, I think these are 3 inches by 2 inches, and these are like 4 by 3 or something. Anyway, I have lots of little tiny plastic bags so that I can package my 3D printed creations. And in the event I should decide to start selling drugs, I should have the correct packaging for it. Okay, now let's see what's in this box. This one is interesting to me because I'm not sure what's in it. Which probably means it's just some little thing I ordered for the house. Not at all interesting. It'd be funny if I have to edit it out. Ah, that's right. Gloves. These are, this gives me the opportunity to tell another story. Push down tab, lift to open. Yes. Okay. Here's a story I'm going to tell. I'll be right back. It's another 3D printing story, so we'll set that aside for the moment. So I have a 3D printer, and one of the things that I need to do periodically is clean it. It has a glass bed with a plastic coating, and it gets grease and oil on it. It doesn't work as well. Clean it with isopropyl alcohol, right? Simple. You get a bottle at the drugstore, but that's only 70% isopropyl alcohol. It's diluted with water. So I went on the internet and I found that you can purchase, we'll get a close-up here on the close-up cam. These are isopropyl alcohol, 99.953% pure anhydrous isopropanol. Great for cleaning electronics, etc. So I bought these things, and the other day I went to clean my 3D printer, and you know, these just look like hand wipes, right? So you rip open the package, you take out the wipe, you clean the thing off, and then you notice that your hand's completely dehydrated from the area where you're touching the anhydrous isopropanol. So yeah, pro tip, if you're going to use this stuff, you probably want gloves. So anyway, I had some gloves, but that led me to shop for even more gloves, and these are new, so I'll be right back. I had no idea this video would turn into such a show and tell. These are the gloves I had before. These are pretty good. These are the diamond grip. Everybody's got these. So latex, I don't have a latex allergy, so I can just buy the latex exam gloves, right? So these are fine. These are good for cleaning, working around the house, working with some chemicals, certainly isopropanol. But I wanted more of these, so I could keep a box upstairs with the cleaning supplies, and I could keep a box down here with the electronics and chemistry stuff. And when I was going to get more, then I saw that they actually have these as well. These are the blue ones with the longer cuff. So these are actually really nice quality. Glad I got these. Yeah, see these go kind of down your wrist, so that's much better, because if anything's gonna drip, etc., and they have a texture on, those have a texture on them as well, but these have an even cooler texture on them. Textured fingertips, ambidextrous. Why, I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. I like to say that. All right, non-sterile, single use only. So I'll shove that back in the box. And yeah, so that's the glove story. That's why I have a box of gloves. Now, as a special treat for those who stayed through all of that tedium, I am going to move on to the star of the show. This one, very exciting. What could it be? What could it be? Packing slip. It's a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B starter kit. So I wanted a Raspberry Pi 3 as quickly as possible. When they became available, these were ready to ship, whereas the Raspberry Pi on its own was not. So I had to get the starter kit here. Let's take a look. Let's see. And of course, just today, Adafruit got some standalone Raspberry Pis without a kit. I don't need the kit. What does the kit include? Not even sure. We'll find out. Let's just look in the box. This, of course, for those not playing along at home, the new Raspberry Pi single board Linux computer has onboard Ethernet, and it's slightly faster. And a 64-bit processor, which they're not using yet, but maybe there will be a 64-bit OS at some point. I don't really care. More of this stuff. All right, so we've got the Raspberry Pi 3, the pretty standard enclosure. We've got a few of those, and a 5.25 volt, 2.4 amp micro USB switching AC power supply. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, and an SD card kit. So, interested in this power supply. Let's take a look in the box, although this looks very similar to the old Raspberry Pi 2, as I understand it. Yes. So, there it is on there. And here it is on the close-up cam. It's all good. Here's a little chip antenna. Alright, so this, I'm going to put this to work right away as a replacement for my Raspberry Pi 2 with the Wi-Fi dongle that is currently, you can't see over there, but I have a TV over there with some web browser running some security camera monitoring stuff. And I'm going to use that for it. So let's take a look at the power supply. It does say the same thing on here. 5.25 volts, 2400 milliamps. So that's good, because I usually try to get when I'm buying. Sometimes at the store, there's a micro center near me where I get my electronic stuff sometimes when I'm in the mood to sort of have it right away and not order it from the internet. And sometimes they just have the 5-volt power supplies. So for one thing, this is 2.4 amps, so the Raspberry Pi 3 supports, I don't remember, but it supports additional load off the USB if you can supply it with your power supply, and it's usually considered a good plan with these things to have a bit higher than 5 volts coming out of the power supply, because we lose some, and these things, at least, I don't know if these are as bad, but they're very sensitive to voltage drops. And then there's just a, I'm not even going to look at that, because boring case. I want to see what kind of cheapy SD card is supplied here. MCM. Oh, they even put the OS on it. How about that? This card has been flashed with the latest operating system available at the time of packaging. Huh. Alright, that's the adapter. Oh, it's hiding in there. Ah, it's a SanDisk Ultra Class 10 16 gigabyte micro SD. Huh. So it's not a no-name El Cheapo, which is rather nice. And that'll do just fine. Okay, so anyway, that was it for the inaugural edition of Chris's Mailbox. Sorry this was a little disorganized and long, but as I have more stuff come in, I may make more of these videos. I may not. We'll see. And that's it. Toodle pip. I need a sign off. That's terrible. Whatever.